What's going on, guys? So today we're talking about fishing licenses. Yesterday I had to go to Walmart reluctantly because I don't like going to Walmart. I really don't. I don't like parking my car in the parking lot. I feel like someone's gonna hit it with a cart. I don't like some of the people that walk around Walmart. Not that there's like a specific person. Clearly there's all kinds of people that go to Walmart, including myself. Maybe I'm that person or someone else. Maybe someone else is walking through Walmart and they're like, look at this guy. What is that, a knife around his neck? What a freak. Who knows? But I don't like going to Walmart. However, it's convenient. And I needed a bunch of different things. I didn't want to go to 10 different stores. So unfortunately, Walmart it was. So anyway, when I do go to Walmart, of course I like to look at the outdoor section. Here in Pennsylvania, they sell guns and ammo. Well, normally they sell ammo. But as we know, they haven't had any. I actually got really excited because they had 3 boxes of ammo in the case. But it was nothing that I shoot. They had a box of 270, they had, and I think 2 boxes of 8mm. And I don't shoot either one of those cartridges. So, unfortunately, I didn't buy it. I thought, like, part of me wanted to buy it just to, like, see if I could trade locally with someone who needs that and has something I want, but I'm like, forget it. I didn't even bother. I just figured I'd leave for someone who actually can shoot that. They did have plenty of rifles. My Walmart still sells rifles. They haven't sold handguns in many, many years. I want to say that in Alaska is the only place that Walmart sells handguns, and that's just because of the wildlife there. But anyway, many years ago, they got rid of their, ARs and AKs and stuff. I remember when our Walmart sold ARs and AKs. At the time, I don't think that I was even interested in guns, but I thought it was cool that they were there. But now, these days, they have like some shotguns, they have some rifles. They got some 22s, they have some hunting stuff. Normally they would sell a bunch of ammunition, but like I said, it's just dry. That's it, it's been dry. Now, besides that, of course, you look at the knives. Nothing new and exciting in knives, nothing on sale, nothing really to talk about. So I'm kind of looking through the knife case, and on top of the case there is this little pamphlet, this book about fishing licenses. And it kind of dawned on me that my fishing license has expired. I didn't do anything last year. No one did in 2020. It was just a year on pause. So I never went fishing or anything, and my Pennsylvania fishing license had expired, I think, December 2019. I bought a 3-year license previous to that. But, part of why I'm making this video is because I want to ask everyone across the country and, people in different countries, do you have to get a license to go fishing? So here's the thing about Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania as a state owns their animals. I'm assuming this is like every other state, but that's why I'm kind of asking for your feedback. I'll give you a couple examples of this. When I was driving down the highway and a beautiful red-tailed hawk flew into the front of my car, I called the Pennsylvania State Game Commission to ask what to do, and they were very specific on how to dispose the body, because that's Pennsylvania state property. Of course, years back, people who are OG watchers to the channel, they know all about my squirrel drama. To give you the Cliff Notes version of it. By the way, is Cliff Notes still a thing? Do kids still buy Cliff Notes? Do you even know what Cliff Notes are? If you don't, it used to be where it was like a summary of a book. So like for school, if you had to read a book and you were too lazy to read it, you'd buy the Cliff Notes. And it would be like, 3 pages basically summing up the whole book so you knew what you were talking about in class. Anyway, kind of veering off the subject here. I just didn't know if that was still a thing or not. I guess with the internet, people just look up a summary for free. Why would you go buy an actual smaller version of the same book? I lived in some hard times. But anyway, I had squirrels that were literally breaking into my house like burglars. Okay, they ate through the porch roof and then they're eating through my ceiling. So I decided to knock a few off, all right, like a hitman. And it became a huge problem because someone who was watching, who was literally in PETA, that's the information that I got, they were literally a PETA member. They tracked me down, which was not very hard since my information, my address is public. And one Saturday morning, I had some state game officers knocking on my door. Very official business. They actually had to confiscate my pelts because I felt bad that I had to kill these animals and I didn't want them to just go to waste. So I literally skinned them. I ate the meat and I was tanning their hides, their little squirrel hides. So yeah, that was really official. So Pennsylvania is all about their animals and everything. And when it comes to fishing, you have to get a Pennsylvania fishing license if you're going to fish in Pennsylvania waters that are public. Now, of course, private property is private property. You know, I do fish. Most of my fishing is actually done on private property, which does not require any kind of state permission. But locally to where I live, we have, I think there's 7 lakes and ponds within like, geez, I don't know, maybe 5 miles, you know? So there's plenty of places I do like to fish locally. And, you know, I do the right thing. You know, and believe it or not, while having my license, I was actually stopped once by an officer, and they just asked, like, briefly, like, hey, you got a license? I said, yeah, and I was going to show it to them, because some guys, like, wear it in, like, a badge holder on their hat. I just keep it in my tackle box, just in case. But he's like, he kind of trusted me. He's like, all right, cool, no problem. So, like, it's just one of those things. I don't want to get a fine. It's a dumb way to waste money, is paying fees and fines in life. Try to avoid them at all costs. And it's just the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm fishing in Pennsylvania water, so okay, fine. I get it. It's the law, you know? So I am a law-abiding citizen as much as possible. So I got this license like, you know, what, 5 years ago or something, and it expired. So while I was looking at knives, I saw this thing. I'm like, you know what? Maybe just I'll renew it now, because I do want to go out and I want to fish. I love fishing, and it's just a great time killer. It's something to do, you know, get a little tan, go fishing. Although you do have to watch the tanning. You know, you got to watch for skin cancer. The UV rays are no joke. But yeah, I really enjoy fishing, so I want to do it the right way. So at Walmart there, I saw this. I'm like, yeah, let me just renew it. So I was looking at the prices here, all right, for Pennsylvania, and there's all kinds of different prices depending on how old you are, who you are, how long you want to fish, all that kind of stuff. So if I can orientate this properly, you can read this. So if you are a resident, okay, a 1-year license, if you're between the age of 16 and 64, is $22.97. All right, and then obviously you can see all the other ones there. You can pause the screen if you're curious. And as you can see here, trout fishing is different. It is not part of a regular license. You have to actually get a specific trout license. So I didn't want to do 1 year. Just like everything else in life, if you buy in bulk, it's cheaper. But I didn't know how much I wanted to spend. So I ended up going with another 3-year, all right, so 3-year resident, and I paid $64.97, all right, which is, I mean, you know, $65. Most people fish for free. Most people don't even care, you know, and I'll tell you, there's a bunch of people in Pennsylvania, they don't even know that you're supposed to have a license. I guarantee that. There's probably thousands of people, they take their kids fishing, they go, you know, grandparents fishing, whatever, they move here from another state, and they don't know. You know, and maybe they get a warning if they get caught. I don't know. Maybe they get a fine. But because I happen to know that you need a license, I just do the right thing. So I paid the $65 for 3 years. I was on the fence. I kind of want to get the 5-year, but it's $100. And I'm like, I don't spend $100 on a fishing license. You know, it was just hard to actually do that. So I said, screw it. I'll just get the 3-year. So that's what I did. I bought a 3-year fishing license. So now I am legal to fish in the great state of Pennsylvania. So part of this is basically asking, where do you guys live? Tell me what state you live in, and tell me if you have to get a license to go fishing. It seems crazy. It is what it is. But I'm actually even more curious outside the U.S. Is there any other countries, any areas where you have to pay to go fishing? You know, I know there's a lot of people who love to fish out there. I mean, I'm not a professional fisherman. I have definitely spent a good amount of money on fishing gear. I want to say the beginning of last year. No, maybe it was the end of 2019. I don't really recall, but I did invest some more money in a very good bait casting setup, you know, a combo. And I want to get more serious about it. You know, I really want to get some serious equipment, got some different lures, tried some different styles of fishing I never did before. And I just want to get that PB, my personal best for a largemouth bass. That's what I'm fishing for. I love catching everything. I do other types of fishing as well, but I've never done like stream fishing. That's why I didn't get the trout license, because I don't do any kind of stream fishing or anything like that. I have to say, as far as fish to eat, I love salmon. Salmon's probably my favorite type of fish. I've had trout. Trout's pretty good too. I'm pretty versatile across the board. Like I'll eat pretty much any fish, but I feel like salmon is the most meaty to me, has the best flavor. And I've integrated more fish into my diet just to be a little healthier. You know, just kind of stay away from some of the other things I maybe shouldn't be eating. I love all kinds of proteins. I love beef and pork and chicken and all that stuff. But sometimes it just gets boring. You know, especially if you're eating healthier and you're not frying everything and covering things with sauce, you know, a bunch of sugar and salt and things like that. So eating a little bit simpler, you know, focusing on what you're eating is a huge deal. You know what I'm saying? You could fry any fish and dip it in tartar sauce or ketchup or whatever your deal is, and that's great. You know, oh man, fried fish. When I was a kid, I used to love fish sticks, you know, but I ate probably more breadcrumbs and ketchup than actual fish, eating fish sticks. As an adult, I used to love like beer battered fish, a nice fillet, beer battered, you know, some fries. That's awesome. But that's a lot of, you know, extra crap, not a lot of fish. You know what I'm saying? So, but like now, eating just straight up grilled fish or, you know, pan fried fish or something like that. Maybe like a little salsa on top, or, you know, I've done it just with fresh lemon juice and a little bit of herbs. But, you know, I eat more fish. So, but the point here is that when I do actually fish, I fish for sport. I don't catch and eat. You know what I'm saying? I release everything. I'm just out there for the enjoyment of catching a fish and trying to catch a large trophy fish. That's what I do. A lot of people around here actually they catch and eat whatever they're catching. There's a lot of Russian Americans that live in my immediate area, and they'll go out fishing literally for dinner. Like that's their thing. They'll bring back whatever they catch, and a lot of times they're not bringing back stuff they're supposed to bring back. In fact, this whole booklet goes into all the different laws and all the different things, different counties, different you know, lakes and stuff across Pennsylvania. What you're allowed to keep. Here's a chart, you know, so certain times of the year, if you want to take something, it has to be a certain size, you know, so all kinds of like, you know, micro laws, I guess, within the overall law of you need permission to take animals from Pennsylvania. I actually found it interesting in here, there's a certain amount of turtles, you know, like box turtles you're allowed to kill if you want. I don't know who's doing that. Maybe some people eat turtle. I don't know. I saw somewhere in here that like a cottonmouth snake, you can kill one cottonmouth snake a year. Okay, whatever. It's just fascinating. It's really fascinating to me. But I wanted to touch upon this subject. First of all, just a shout out to all the fishermen and fisherwomen. You know, is that a thing? Fisherwomen? I guess, maybe. It's 2021. I suppose that other states have similar laws, you know, but I don't really know. So I'm looking for feedback. Is Pennsylvania just screwing us over with this fishing license? I want to know. It's not going to change anything. I'll still buy one when I have to. Just like I said, trying to do the right thing. But very curious to hear what other people have to say about that. So that's all. Very much looking forward to a bunch of fishing this summer. Just want to get out, get some fresh air, do some treks, find some different ponds and lakes I've never been to, and who knows, maybe catch a really cool fish. And I will have some more fishing videos down the road here and there. I'll pop them up just for the people who enjoy that. But anyway, that's all. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.